Hello, hello bucks. I feel like it's been a while, but it hasn't even really been that long. I've just been exhausted, to say the least. I started back to work this week, and even though it's only Tuesday, I'm tired. Just preparing and setting up my classroom and just trying to mentally prepare and get ready for my students. I'm just so tired. So I've been wanting to record, but time's just got the best of me and I just haven't been able to. And again, my hair is wrapped up because I have my twists out going on under here and it's not time to take it down yet. So today I just wanted to touch on something that I have been wrestling with, a topic, what I want to do next, because I have all these things going on in my head, all this stuff that I want to share, all these testimonies I want to share, and it's just like, okay, I've really been praying and asking God, like, what do you want me to say next? Like, what should I talk about next? So I wanted to touch on something that I have been learning. I'm always learning, always. I'm forever a student. I'm a teacher, but I'm always a student. I'm always learning. And I'm always trying to take my life lessons or whatever I deal with in life and turn it into a lesson. So you'll hear me say I'm learning a lot because I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect, not striving for perfection, but just learning how to deal with different things as they come up in life. So I'm learning this thing called self-care. So I am a recovering people pleaser. So remember I talked about like wanting to be accepted and, just wanting people to accept me. So that led me down the path of people pleasing. So I would just do whatever I felt was necessary to please somebody. And I've realized that I did that a lot in my relationships, like with men, with boyfriends. Which, of course, when you're in a relationship or whatever, you want to please that person that you're with. And, like in my marriage, of course, I just wanted to please my husband and just wanted to be this great wife and everything. So, and I realized that in striving to do that, I would sometimes leave myself depleted because I was trying to people please so much that I was not taking care of myself. And I think that becoming a teacher has really taught me to value self-care and has taught me how to care for myself. Like self-care was something that was not in my brain before. I didn't self-care. What is that? I'm too busy taking care of everybody else's needs. I'm too busy doing for this person. I'm too busy doing that. I'm too busy trying to please this person. And I'm too busy trying to please that person. It was just I wasn't taking care of myself. Which for a while was fine because I would get joy out of pleasing people and making people happy and doing what I felt like somebody wanted me to do. But when it starts to get to a point where I start to question who I am as a person, I start to question my purpose, I start to feel depleted and I'm kind of not getting anything in return. I'm just emptying myself and there's nothing left to fill me up. And so I realized okay, it's time for you to take care of yourself somehow. And when I had my second child, my daughter, someone would ask me constantly, well, what are you doing for you? And I would be like, I'm not doing anything for me. I'm taking care of these kids and I don't have money for self-care because in my mind, I need money to do things, to take care of myself. I need money to treat myself to lunch. I need money to get my nails done. I need money to get my hair done. I need money for a pedicure. So it was I didn't always have the money for it. I felt like I didn't have the time for it. Situations changed in my life and I just felt like I just wasn't worthy of taking care of myself because I had to take care of everything else and everybody else and I neglected Shaquaya. So what actually started me on this whole self-care, taking care of myself journey was after my situation changed, and I was like, I got to do something. Like, I need to do something for me. And actually, doing this vlog is a part of my self-care. This is something that I'm doing for me. And I had to be reminded, because I almost went back into my people-pleasing ways, because for a moment I felt like maybe people won't want me to do this vlog. And maybe I shouldn't do it because certain people might get mad, or certain people may not want me to do it. And I had to remind myself, but here you are again, trying to please other people. You're falling right back into your old ways. And it was my best friend that reminded me, like, but you gotta do something for you. You gotta do what makes you happy, at the end of the day. And I was like, you're right. Like, here I am putting myself aside, not going to do something that makes me happy, not going to do something that's going to help me heal, because I'm afraid of somebody else may not want me to do it, so maybe I shouldn't do it. And then one of my teacher friends invited me on a 30-day self-care challenge, which was good for me, because doing that, I learned self-care is simple. Like, taking care of me and putting me first is a lot easier than I thought. And it's the little things, right? You always hear people say that. That's so cliche. It's the little things, but it is really true. I find that to be really true. So I realized self-care is sometimes ignoring a text message, sometimes not feeding into negativity, not feeding into drama, not giving someone what they want. Some people just want to pick and just want to get a reaction out of you. I'm not giving you that today. No, today I'm not doing that. I'm taking care of me today, so I'm not gonna give you that energy. Nope, you got it. You won. It's okay. Self-care for me is reading the Bible, because I am feeding my spirit, man. I need to do that. I have to do that, because that's what keeps me grounded. So that is self-care. Sometimes I put the baby to sleep and I'm like, okay, I'm exhausted and I want to go to bed, but let me just take a few moments to do something for me. And that may be just laying in the bed and just logging on my phone, the Bible app. I know there's nothing like flicking the pages of the Bible, but the Bible app is really convenient. So I may just lay there and be like, okay, let me just do my little reading plan for today, read a few chapters, and just feed my spirit, man, and dwell on it and see what God is saying to me. Self-care sometimes is buying myself that Chipotle burrito that I've been thinking about for days, and I just really want it, and today wasn't a good day, and this burrito is gonna make me feel better. Self-care for me is writing in my journal, writing down my thoughts, writing in my planner. Like, I love my planner, and if the pages of my planner aren't full, like if I don't have stuff written down, I feel like I'm not doing enough. So that's like soothing for me. So to write in my planner, self-care for me is like budgeting, like just little things that help me to feel better. Little things that just I'm doing for myself, and I'm truly just doing it for Shaquaya and for my peace of mind and to make me happy. And it was hard for me to put myself first, because I was always so used to pleasing everybody else and doing what everybody else wanted me to do. And then when I had kids, I was just like all about my kids. Like, my friends used to have to tell me, it's okay to buy something for yourself. So I would be like, no, I can't do that. I can't buy anything for myself because my son needs this. And they were like, but does he really need it? And in my eyes, yes, like, yeah, he needs this. Like, he does need this extra pair of shoes. He might already have 2 pair, but yeah, he needs this pair. And they would be like, you can buy yourself a shirt or something. And I struggled with that for a long time, doing something for myself. And then I realized, like, okay, it is okay. Like, my son is well taken care of. He's not struggling at all. So it's okay if I see a shirt for myself and I want to buy it for myself, and I don't have to feel guilty about that, and I don't have to feel bad. I don't have to have buyer's remorse and hold on to the receipt just in case I got to take it back because I feel so bad. I can't have this. Got to take it back. And so I learned that was okay. And it's not always about making a hair appointment, and that's self-care too, and that stuff is good too, but that's not what it's always about. I don't always have to make a hair appointment. It's not always about spending money on my nails and my toes if I don't have the money to do that. That's okay. Sometimes it's putting a baby to sleep and reading a few pages of a book that I've literally been trying to finish since last year. So sometimes it's just doing that. Sometimes it's baking some cookies and sitting at the table and eating my cookies in peace. and not having to share with anyone. So little things like that. So I've just been learning to really put myself first, and that outside forces and outside things shouldn't make me happy. Like my peace, my joy, my happiness has to come from within first. And then those outside forces can aid my happiness and help me to feel happy and complement my happiness and things like that. But those outside forces should not be affecting who I am and what truly really makes me happy. So that is, I've been challenging myself to do that. The self-care challenge that I did was for 30 days, and I've just been extending it past that to try to do something, a little something for myself, to get rid of pleasing people, and really taking this time to just focus on Shaquaya and who I am and what makes me happy as a woman. And also even understanding that it's okay to ask for help. And I have a problem with that, a real big problem with asking for help, because I'm so used to being independent and doing things on my own. And now that I'm in a situation where I'm doing things on my own and I'm getting it done and I'm getting it handled, sometimes though I still need help, and I'm like, I don't really want to ask. And even though I have a pretty good support system and sisters and cousins and friends who are always like, call me and I'll do this and I'll do that, and sometimes it's hard for me to actually pick up the phone and call or text and say, hey, can you blah blah blah, like, can you watch the baby for a few hours? I can go to Target by myself or whatever. So I'm trying to get better at that too, asking for help. So that's a part of me caring for myself also, is knowing when, okay, enough is enough. Like, yeah, I claim to be superwoman, I put an S on my chest, and even when I don't feel like it, I get things done, I get it handled. But sometimes it's okay to be like, today I can't do it all. Today I need a moment. Today I need help. So that is that in a nutshell. And one self-care thing that I've been doing is drinking some sleepy time tea, because I've been having trouble sleeping. So that's one thing. I put my baby to bed and I make my sleepy time tea, and I sit there and I will like read my Bible app or go on Pinterest and pin some things and just drink my tea and just relax. So it's soothing. So that's that in a nutshell. We have to be sure to care for ourselves and to not just run around pleasing everybody else. It's great to make people happy, and sometimes that makes us feel good, right? Like, people like to feel needed and like to feel wanted. So making people happy makes us feel good as people, but we also have to do that for ourselves and take a moment to take care of yourself, do something for yourself, do something that's going to make yourself smile. And even if it's something small, just give it a try. I've been trying little small things every once in a while, and I'm like, that feels good. I like this. Like, this is nice. I could get used to this. So that is that. This was another little snippet of me just thinking out loud, and telling you guys some things that I've been through and things that have been just helping me along the way. This is just another piece of my testimony. God is so amazing, and there are many, many, many more things that I will be talking to you about and revealing in due time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Good night.